What's going on? Welcome to another video, and today is a ranking video. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. There is an ice storm going on outside. I worked from home today. Like, there's a lot going on. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the movie theater this weekend, which we've got Jackass Forever and Moonfall coming out this weekend, and I want to go see the movies, admittedly. I want to see them both. But I don't know if I'm even going to make it to the theater. I worked from home today because I could not drive on the roads because it was an ice storm and all of that stuff. So today, we're doing a ranking. I was going to do this ranking anyway, but I decided to film it today. We are doing my top 10 favorite franchises of all time. This is a review of one. I mean, this is not a review. A ranking I've wanted to do for a hot minute. And I thought, what better time when I physically cannot go to the movie theater safely to make this video. So, we got just my top 10 favorites, no honorable mentions. There's not that many big franchises out there if you really think about it, or ones that I have personally seen all of the movies of. I've seen every movie of each one of these franchises that we were talking about today. Go down below in the comments. Let me know, what is your favorite film franchise of all time? I think there's a consensus few that we're going to be talking about down in the comments. And also, while you're down there, please, if you have not already, please consider subscribing. At the time of recording this, we are at 965 subscribers. We are 35 subscribers away. 35 subscribers away from the big 1,000 subscribers. If you've not already, please consider subscribing. It really does mean the absolute world. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance. But without further ado, let's just kind of get into it. I'm not going to give long, drawn explanations. I'm just going to kind of tell you why I love the franchises so much, why they are where they are on my list, and we'll just be on our happy, merry way. Coming in number 10 is the DCEU. I honestly considered not even putting this on the list because while I like some of the DCEU movies, really enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League. I really like Shazam. I think Birds of Prey is a fantastic movie. Wonder Woman is really great as well. I enjoy multiple of these films, and I'm really looking forward to the Flash film that comes out later this year. There's a lot of duds for me, though, and a lot of movies I just didn't really enjoy. And I find it harder to connect with this franchise because it is so kind of disjointed and disfigured, and we don't know what is what in the MCU or other franchises like Star Wars, Mission Impossible, things like that. We know like the main through line, we know what the story is, we know how everyone is connecting, whereas DC and Warner Brothers have trouble figuring out what they want to do with all of their IPs. So I don't love the disjointedness. I can respect it. I can respect the movies that have been made. I think there's some really great films that have come out of the DCEU, but it still comes in number 10 on my list. Coming in number 9 is the John Wick franchise, one of the greatest action franchises, and there's only been 3 movies so far. Very much looking forward to the 4th movie that is coming out next year. We're also getting some like prequel series coming out eventually as well. I'm very interested to see what the future of this holds. I think Keanu Reeves is fantastic as John Wick. This is some of the best action and fight choreography of anything that we've seen, and I think that the world building continues to be really, really awesome in this franchise. So I really love this one. It's awesome, and it is coming in at number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8 is the Toy Story franchise. I was going to say Pixar, but that's more of a studio. I think the Toy Story franchise with 4 films, it is the best that Pixar does. Now, Monsters, Inc. is obviously my favorite Pixar film. We know that. I've done a Pixar ranking. I did one last year. But Toy Story, I think, consistently is just the best of animation, honestly. I was gonna include How to Train Your Dragon, but it's only a trilogy, whereas Toy Story has 4 movies, so it's more of a franchise than How to Train Your Dragon. I still think How to Train Your Dragon is the best animated trilogy of all time, but I really enjoyed Toy Story. Every single movie is consistently great. Some people crap on the 4th one. Some people don't like the 4th one. I really enjoyed it. It was very heartfelt. I cried. I had a good time with it. It's awesome. I really enjoy this. The animation has always been stunning. The characters are people you can are toys that you can latch onto and love, and the stories are always heartfelt. They make your emotions run wild, and they're just awesome. I really love this. It's awesome. Comes in number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7 is Indiana Jones. Still looking forward and eagerly awaiting the 5th Indiana Jones, which is definitely going to be the last one with Harrison Ford. But it's I'd say two of these are the best action adventure movies of all time, with Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. I am not as fond of Temple of Doom. I still enjoy it for what it is. I am not very fond of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but again, enjoy it for what it is. But those two, the two bookends of the original trilogy are just incredible. And Harrison Ford with the charisma of Indiana Jones is fantastic. And they're just kick-ass movies. And they're great adventure tales. I really love them, revolving also around history. And it's a lot of fun. I really, really like it. I love what they are doing with the franchise. And I'm very interested to see what comes from the 5th one. James Mangold is directing. I'm really looking forward to it. And this franchise comes in at number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6 is the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. The original trilogy, the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, are incredible. It is a great through-line story. It's awesome. The last 2 are kind of iffy, but I still enjoy them, though. And I think that that's why this franchise is above some of the others, is that every movie, you can enjoy things about it. And that is something that I think really works with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. While the last 2 are not great, they're still a lot of fun. They are still adventure-packed, and I really enjoy all of them. Love Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. I know we're not going to see him anymore. Sucks, but it is what it is. But the characters are great, and the stories are awesome, and I really enjoy this franchise. It comes in at number 6 on my list. Coming in at number 5 is the Fast and Furious franchise, probably my guilty pleasure franchise. Yes, it's ridiculous now. They're superheroes with cars. It doesn't make any sense, but that doesn't mean that I don't have a big smile on my face every time I watch any one of these films. Even the bad ones are still, like, fun. Like, Tokyo Drift's not great, but I still enjoy it. And F9, while a lot of people hated it, I actually really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm very excited to see how this saga ends. They've got great spin-offs like Hobbs and Shaw. I really enjoyed the Hobbs and Shaw, and I know we're going to pretty certainly get another Hobbs and Shaw movie coming out sometime in the future. There's a lot to love here. I really enjoy it. These are core Taco Bell movies for me. They're awesome. And this franchise comes in number 5 on my list. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. We're getting into the really good stuff here. Coming in number 4 is Mission Impossible. The first trilogy is good. I think for the time that those movies came out, it pushed the boundary of stunts, action, and all of that. And I can really respect that. And I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed the third one as well. The second one, I think everyone doesn't really like. But it is that second trilogy of 4 through 6 that is absolutely incredible. It's some of the best action we've ever seen. The stunts are just amazing to marvel at on the big screen. And the fact that this franchise has the legs to not only continue on and be a successful franchise, but to get better with age, like a fine wine, like a fine cheese, to get better with age and continue. I think Mission Impossible Fallout, the 6th film in the franchise, is the best, and I think it's one of the best action movies of all time. That says something about your franchise. Mission Impossible 7 got pushed back next year. Mission Impossible 8 got pushed back to 2024. That pains me because I'm really looking forward to seeing those movies. But with a franchise like this, they are worth the wait. I'm very excited to see what happens in the future. I love this franchise to death, and it comes in at number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3 is Star Wars. There are a lot of duds. I get it. The prequel trilogy, not great. The sequel trilogy, not great. But for me, and this is, again, my personal list, I can find things to like about any of these films. The Phantom Menace, not a great movie, but it's got Darth Maul. It's got the duel with Darth Maul at the end. It's pretty cool. I can't really defend Attack of the Clones. It's kind of my least favorite. But Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie behind Empire Strikes Back. So there you go. The original trilogy, flawless. I have no problems with it. The sequel trilogy, I like things about all 3 movies. That's going to be probably my hottest take of this entire video, but I like things about all 3 of the movies, including Rise of Skywalker. So I can find things to like about this franchise, and I shouldn't have to feel like I'm pulling teeth, because I don't. It's just a great franchise. What George Lucas was able to accomplish with the world building back in the 70s into the 80s, and then continuing that on into the early 2000s, then into the 2010s, is just phenomenal. And we get The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and we've got stuff coming in the future. I'm very excited to see what the future of this universe holds, and I really, really enjoy it. It's one of the best franchises. I think most people will agree. It's one of the ones I hold very near and dear to my heart, and it comes at number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 2 has to be Harry Potter. This one is ultra nostalgic for me because I grew up with my mom reading the books. We camped out for the 7th one, literally like midnight release at Barnes & Noble. I watched these films as a kid. I still watch them now to this day. And just incredible storytelling. I think some of the best casted characters. You get the brilliant emotion at the end. And this is one of the few franchises that ended right. It did not botch the ending. Game of Thrones botched the ending. You know, a lot of these franchises and TV shows botch the ending. But Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I think it is a clinic on how to finish a story. Source material, how to finish source material of a story. Absolutely incredible. I love this franchise to death. It is pure nostalgia for me. It's absolutely fantastic. And I like the Fantastic Beasts movies. You can hate me, but I like the Fantastic Beasts movies. I'm very excited for Secrets of Dumbledore. So it's not just the Harry Potter through line, it is all of it. The Wizarding World. I shouldn't even say Harry Potter. The Wizarding World, I really love. It's awesome. And it is my number 2 favorite film franchise. But coming in at number 1, and I think this is most everyone's number 1, it's the MCU. Like I have the Endgame and Infinity War posters up on the wall in my 23-year-old apartment. I'm a 23-year-old. I have a Gauntlet sitting beside me. Most of the pops behind me are MCU pops. Like, this franchise is incredible. It's bordering now on almost 30 films plus TV shows across, like, I think we're on year 12 or 13 of this incredible through line. It's a clinic of writing and storytelling and character arcs. It's incredible just from a filmmaking standpoint, but on top of that, they are characters that we have grown to love, have emotion for. Their moments make you cheer and cry, and it's just brilliant. Kevin Feige, we trust. Bringing in brilliant filmmakers and actors and actresses to make these great films that everyone can sit and enjoy and love. Representation and, you know, of all people, and bringing in all different kinds of people to make the movies behind the scenes, bringing in all kinds of people on screen. You know, it's incredible. I really love what the MCU is doing, and I'm so incredibly excited for the future. This is a global phenomenon, and it is deservedly so because it is so damn good. I love the MCU. It will forever be my favorite film franchise. I don't see anything ever topping it as my favorite film franchise, and it is my number 1 favorite film franchise. But guys, that is pretty much it. Go down below in the comments. Let me know, what is your favorite film franchise and why is it the MCU? I'm joking. Go down and let me know in the comments. Please subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to get 2,000 subscribers as fast as possible. I really do appreciate the support. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.